Bryony, could you tell me what your plans are for the long weekend?
Oh, hi, Debbie. I hope you're having a nice day. Did you hear from Jason about our plans for this weekend? He was going to mention it to you at some point. I know the Sunday is Jason's dad's birthday, so I suggested we come over that day. We can bring a present and some things for a barbecue if it's convenient.
Oh, were you intending to come over as well?
Definitely. I think Jason told Marcus that on the phone. Didn't you get the message? If you already have plans, we could come another day.
I see. You've already told my husband that you'll be coming over. I suppose there's nothing we can do about it now then. I was going to say that there's no need for you both to come. I'd be perfectly happy for you to stay at home or go and do something else you'd like to do.
I wouldn't want to miss the celebrations, though. It's a big birthday for your husband, isn't it? Jason said he'll be 60. That's a big deal. I hope you don't think I'd rather be out shopping or something.
No, that's not what I mean. If you weren't so dense, you'd understand that I mean I'd rather celebrate such an important occasion with my family.
Don't you think I count as family? Jason and I have been married for over 2 years now.
You really are very absent-minded and sloppy. A daughter-in-law should try to think of her husband's family above all other considerations. How can you be so thoughtless towards me? Now that you've told my husband you'll come, I can't exactly tell you to stay away, because then I'll look like the villain. But from now on, I'd like you to think more carefully about where you stand before you decide to invite yourself to any family occasions.
Okay. I'll try not to make the same mistake in the future.
Please do so. Hey, babe. I just finished work. I'm just about to set off home. Do you want me to stop at the store or anything?
Hey, Jason. How was your day? I hope you're not too tired. No, we don't need anything. Thanks.
It was okay. Nothing special. I'm going to stop off quickly in town anyway to see if that new deli has the scotch my dad likes. I was thinking of getting him a bottle for his birthday.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Okay, let me know when you're done and I'll start getting your dinner ready.
Are you feeling okay, Bri?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You just seem kind of down. You usually send way more exclamation marks, and you haven't sent any selfies or posted to your story at all today. You usually have a cute kitten video to share at least. If you don't post anything at all, I'm going to get worried about you.
Really? Am I that predictable?
Don't say predictable. Say reliable. It's part of my break routine to check out your socials and see what you got up to after work.
Sorry, I guess. I didn't have a great afternoon, so I was too bummed to post anything on my way home from work.
What happened in the afternoon to upset you? Don't tell me it was my mom. Did she say something weird again?
How did you guess that?
I just assumed that would be it. There's nothing that bothers you quite as much as my mom being mean. It's becoming a pretty regular thing. And it doesn't seem to matter how much my dad and I talk to her about it, she doesn't really listen to us. I swear she has absolutely no interest in understanding how much effort you put into the relationship with her. It's like she doesn't even recognize that you have feelings. Did she say something about the weekend? Is there something wrong with your plan? I guess you probably didn't want to clean up after a barbecue. I can tell her we'll just bring stuff for a potluck if that's the problem.
It's not about the barbecue.
You don't have to go if you don't want to. I'm not going to force you to hang out with her if it makes you uncomfortable.
But it's your dad's birthday, and he's always so kind to me. I don't want to miss it just because of your mom. It wouldn't make me uncomfortable if she could just keep some of her opinions about me to herself.
Yeah, I get that. I'm sorry. When I get home, you can tell me everything she said, okay?
Yeah, okay. Thanks, honey.
I actually have something else I want to discuss with you when I get home. It's something my dad has been asking for my advice about.
Your dad is asking for advice? Are you sure it's something you can talk to me about?
Yeah, he asked me to get your opinion, actually.
Oh, sure. That's okay then. It sounds important.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it when I get home. I won't be long.
Okay. See you soon.
You're a little drama queen, aren't you, Bryony? To cause a huge fuss and storm out of the house just because you weren't allowed a glass of the expensive champagne. You're ridiculous. How old do you think you are? You can't act like a sulky teenager every time something doesn't go your way, you know. You're not even a member of this family, yet you expect to be treated like you deserve a share of whatever my son has. It's nonsensical. I wish you wouldn't keep ruining any family gathering you turn up at, invited or not.
I haven't stormed out like a sulky teenager, actually. But considering you won't let me have any of the food from the barbecue or potluck, including some that I cooked and brought myself, I went out to the grocery store to buy myself some lunch. I haven't had anything to eat since 7 a.m. I'm very hungry already.
You've gone where? I hope you're not at our local grocery store. I'd be ashamed of you turning up there to buy food. Some of my acquaintances work there, and they know we were planning Marcus's birthday party today. What will they think if my daughter-in-law is buying food for herself?
That's not really my problem, Debbie.
People will think I'm her cruel mother-in-law. Are you happy with that?
So, do you think most people consider starving your daughter-in-law at a family party to be unreasonable behavior? Or even cruel?
Oh, please. I'm sure you can miss one meal. You're not so weak that you can't stand to be hungry for a few hours, are you?
Can I ask one thing? Did you give me all those jobs to do so I would be out of the way when everyone was eating? Then you could make sure there wasn't enough food left for me?
That's a terrible accusation. How dare you?
It's pretty clear to me what you're trying to do.
What I'm doing is perfectly fair. Let me ask you one question in return. Who do you think is gate-crashing this party that I organized specifically so that I could spend time alone with my close family? That person is you, isn't it? The one who always insists on being involved and invited where she isn't wanted.
You've expressed these sentiments before, Debbie. I don't think I need to hear it again.
You and I are complete strangers. I have no obligation to you. You're only a daughter-in-law. I'm not going to spend money on someone who's nothing more than a stranger to me.
What you mean to say is, you don't want me to eat the food everyone has prepared for the party, or the meat you bought, because you would consider that a waste of food and money. Do I have that right?
That's exactly what I mean.
Oh, now I completely understand. You mean that in your opinion, a daughter-in-law doesn't count as a member of the family?
Obviously. You've got your own family, don't you? If you don't like my way of doing things, perhaps you should go back to your parents and leave me and my family alone. I honestly don't care what you do with yourself as long as you don't get in the way of my family. And don't try to muscle in where you don't belong. Like I said, you're basically a stranger to me. That's how you should expect to be treated.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's be strangers.
Excuse me. What do you mean by that?
Well, Debbie, I guess I should call you Mrs. Richards, shouldn't I? I think I'll do as you seem to want and head back to my parents' house. You clearly don't want me to be a part of your family.
Do you really mean that?
I brought my overnight bag with me and it's still in the car, so I don't think there's anything at your place that I need to go back for.
This is very sudden. You can't just decide these things without discussing it with me first.
You've made it clear this is exactly what you want, so I don't see the need to discuss anything with you. I'll arrange to have my things picked up from Jason's house as soon as possible.
Wait, have you spoken to Jason about this? I think you ought to give it some thought first.
Goodbye, Mrs. Richards. Jason, your mom said that thing about daughters-in-law just being strangers in their husband's family again.
Oh, she did? Have you left already? Understood. Sorry for making you put on a show like that.
It's no problem. This is all happening so that your mom can finally learn how to act towards other people, isn't it? I think this is something that's really important for the family. We all need to work together for it to be a success, so I don't mind doing my part. And this is going to make life so much better for both of us, isn't it? I think it'll be worth it.
Me too. I know it's a pain, but just hang in there for a little bit longer, okay? I'll see you soon.
It's okay, sweetie. I'll go ahead and get started on the preparations for the next stage.
Thanks. I hope it's not too much bother. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Safe travels. Love you.
Okay, good luck. Love you too. Hi, Mrs. Richards. I'm sorry, I can't talk now. I'm on a bus.
Text message will do just fine for what I have to say. You must come back here right now, Bryony.
I'm afraid I can't. I said I was on a bus, didn't I? The bus doesn't stop until it gets to my parents' city, which is still a couple of hours away.
That's fine. Just get another bus back here once you get there. It's very important that you obey me.
No, thank you.
Do you refuse to do what I say?
I see no reason to obey you when you're nothing but a stranger to me. You have no right to demand it like that.
Oh, forget about that for a second. We need you back here as soon as possible.
I really don't follow. How can you mean that? First you said I have to leave, and now you say I have to come back. It's extremely confusing, and you're making my life very difficult.
But Jason is so angry about all of this. You should come back and get him to calm down. Apparently, he's mad that I would say daughters-in-law are strangers and made you feel like you don't belong. And he's upset that you've left because of what I said.
Oh, I see. That's sad.
If you think so, why don't you come back here and sort it out? You don't want to make him angrier, do you?
I don't think I'm the one making him angry, actually. If he's angry with you, shouldn't you sort it out?
He's getting ready to leave. He promised to stay over with you, but he's putting his coat on now. If you just say you'll come back, I'm sure everything will be fine. Just tell us you'll come back here. Say it right now.
Can you stop ordering me around? It's not my responsibility to clean up your mess, Mrs. Richards. The reason he's angry isn't because I'm not there. We are perfectly capable of being apart for a few hours. I think it's because of you and what you've said. So you're the only one who can fix this. He's not angry at me, is he? You're the problem.
Excuse me! How dare you take that tone with me?
I got a nice message from him before saying safe travels, so I don't think he has a problem with me going home to my parents' house.
I don't understand.
You don't seem to understand a few things. One of them is that I don't take orders from a stranger like you. I listen to my husband and he listens to me. Can you please deal with this situation by yourself? You've caused it.
Bryony! Wait. I need your help. Bryony, this is beyond ridiculous now. I can't deal with it anymore. Why won't you help me?
Hello, Mrs. Richards. What is it this time? Why do you keep forgetting that we're basically strangers?
My husband has left me. There's a package on the kitchen table with divorce papers inside. He has signed them. And all of his things are gone.
Wow. That's unexpected.
Don't you know where he could have gone?
How could I? I don't talk to Marcus about those kinds of things.
But you talked to Jason. He might have told you what's going on.
Why don't you ask Jason?
He won't talk to me either. Neither of them is answering my calls or messages. Jason's phone must be turned off because it goes straight to voicemail.
Oh, then I can't help you. Since you and I are strangers, Jason and I are also strangers, so he and I haven't spoken since yesterday. There's no reason I could possibly know where your father is, don't you think?
What are you talking about? Since when are you and Jason strangers?
Since you said you don't consider me a part of your family, we have absolutely nothing to do with each other now. I'll be going now. I don't have time to waste talking to people who aren't part of my life at all.
Bryony, there's been a huge misunderstanding. You have to help me. Jason, honey, what's happening? Are you and Bryony going to get a divorce? Oh, yeah, I guess. That's the plan. Then you'll come home to live with me, won't you? No. Why would I? Your father has gone. He left and took all his stuff. There are divorce papers in the kitchen. I haven't touched them yet, but I can see he signed them. Oh, you're talking about you and Dad getting a divorce? Yeah, I heard about that.
You knew!
Of course I knew. He asked me about it and I gave him some advice.
Why didn't you tell him not to go through with it?
I don't see why I should have said that. He seemed really unhappy. Did you see the letter he left? You were telling Bryony you thought daughters-in-law were just strangers to their husbands' families, weren't you? So he assumed you meant that you considered his family strangers too. You're a daughter-in-law to them, after all. But I think if you're a stranger to your husband's family and your husband is a part of that family, that means you're a stranger to him as well, doesn't it? I'm taking his side over this. It just makes sense to me that if you're a stranger to him, you're a stranger to me too. Goodbye then.
Wait! Jason, you don't really mean it, do you? Jason! Bryony! This is getting completely out of control! What is happening to me? I finally got in touch with Jason, but he just told me that he was on his father's side and he told me he doesn't want to see me anymore. What do I do? Can't you talk to him for me? I'm sure I don't deserve to be treated like this. Mrs. Richards, I really don't know why you keep contacting me about this. It honestly has nothing to do with me now. You can't mean that. Didn't you ever care about Jason at all? Think what he must be going through to lose his wife and mother all at once like this. Regardless of my feelings, I'm not going to try and find out the whereabouts of a person who has become a stranger to me on behalf of another complete stranger. That would be an invasion of privacy and not something anyone with common sense would do. So I don't know where he is, and I'm not going to ask. But you have to. I can't find him by myself. Like I told you the other day, I don't have anything to say to you now that we have nothing to do with one another. Please leave me alone. Please, Bryony. I need your help. This is goodbye for the very last time, Mrs. Richards.
Hey, sweetie. I'm getting off the bus in about 15 minutes, I think. Are you coming to meet me?
Yeah. My dad and I are driving to pick you up at the bus station.
Awesome. Where do you want me to wait? At the south entrance?
Yeah, that should be fine. There's a car park there, so we'll park up and wait for you. I think we'll get there around the same time as your bus, so if you don't see us straight away, don't worry.
Okay, no problem. What's the plan after that? Have you had lunch already? I'm starving! I want to grab something to eat, but then let's go home and put the finishing touches to our vow renewal plans. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine. We didn't have lunch either, so I was wondering if you wanted to go to the Mexican restaurant that you like by the bank?
Sounds great.
What time does your dad arrive tomorrow? My mom is doing some snacks for while we get ready, and she wants to know if she should have enough for him.
Oh, that would be great. I think he's planning on setting off early, so I expect he'll be really hungry by the time he gets to your parents' place. He was aiming to arrive about 10 a.m.
Okay, great. I'll let her know. Do you want to drive by your new office on the way home? My dad thought it might be useful for you to see where it is. Monday is your first day, so I guess it'll be your first time driving there. We don't want you getting lost and being late.
Oh, is that okay? I'd love that. I haven't actually seen the place yet.
Yeah, it's fine. I know your interview was on Zoom, but I wasn't sure if you'd been over to see the office last time you were here.
I didn't get round to it.
Hey, have you finished writing your vows for tomorrow yet?
Not yet. I'm mostly finished, but I was thinking of getting your mom to help me tonight.
She might be too busy. My dad might help you, though.
Thanks, I'll pass.
He says you don't know what you're missing. Did you get everything sorted with the old house?
Yeah, everything was fine. I just needed to sign a couple of forms and hand over our keys, basically. I can't wait to get home. See you in a few minutes, babe.
Yeah. See you in a minute. I should probably start by explaining exactly what happened with my marriage. I never actually got a divorce from Jason. We just said we would do it, and Jason flashed around some fake divorce papers when his mom was looking, so she thought it was real. He said she came over to our old house quite a lot to begin with, to try and convince him to forgive her and help her find his dad. But he just pretended to be all sad about the divorce. And eventually, she left him alone because he was still mad and kept telling her it was all her fault. Which it was. Her own divorce was real enough, though. I'm not sure if it's final yet, because she put up such a fuss. They could only agree on terms about a month ago. Jason told me that he thought his father had probably been putting up with a lot from his mother for much longer than we originally thought. He remembers her being a bit of a tyrant ever since he was young, but as a kid, he never realized how bad it must have been. I think when it was just the three of them, they just sort of lived through it and put up with her. But when she started being cruel to me as well, they finally realized she had to be stopped. That's when my father-in-law decided to get a divorce. After they split up and my father-in-law moved out of the house, I think they just communicated through their lawyers. They sold the house quite quickly and Jason's dad moved into a place in a different city. Jason's mom moved back to the town she grew up in, but I heard she didn't exactly get a warm welcome. I don't think she has any friends left there at all. Because I was staying with my parents while all of this went down, Jason had to travel up to visit me so often. After a few visits, he decided he really liked my parents' city. So we started looking for apartments here and we finally moved back in together last month. Jason is starting a new job here next week, and this weekend we're having a small ceremony to renew our vows. Maybe after the ceremony, I'll let him know that he's going to be a dad. I can't wait to see his face when he finds out. It's going to be amazing. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content.
Hey, Alex, how are you going? The wedding is just around the corner. Are you excited?
Who's bothering me at this time of the night? Yo, it's you. Rebecca's mom, isn't it? I bet you're over the moon about your daughter being able to marry someone who can actually take care of himself. Even a normal girl would have trouble chatting to a guy like me, but yours managed to snatch me up.
Well, yes, I guess. Rebecca has a good eye for men. Must be evidence that I've raised her right.
You raised her? While we have the chance to talk, I'd like to ask a favor of you. After Rebecca and I marry tomorrow, I want you to get your face out of the picture. You aren't necessary anymore.
Huh? What do you mean?
Look, I know you're her mom and everything, but look at the situation. She's a grown woman now. She doesn't need mommy to look after her anymore. If I'm a lucky guy, she'll be the mommy looking after someone. Face it, at some point you had to stop putting her in diapers, right? Now you have to stop clinging on to her.
I guess you do have a point.
Secondly, I need time to revert the bad habits you've instilled in her childhood.
What? What are you talking about?
Look, don't get me wrong, you've done a pretty good job. There's not a lot of girls that turn out semi-decent after being raised in a house with a single parent. But surely even you must realize the situation here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's face it, a man needs to do his share in raising the child. Your man wasn't there. Not only that, look at our backgrounds. We may as well be from different universes. I'm from a strong, prestigious family, a long lineage of high achievers, abundance in wealth, and lavishing looks. Then we've got Rebecca, a nice girl with a face that's not hard to look at, certainly not the best. The most troublesome thing that sticks out about her is her upbringing. She's nowhere near my level in that department. Think of how people are gonna look at us. It's embarrassing.
I think that's just some twisted thinking that only you are worried about. No one actually cares about that type of thing.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's that type of ignorant way of thinking that I know that you've infected Rebecca with. It just shows you clearly have no common sense, and the chances that Rebecca is the same way are arguably high. Just do us a favor and don't butt into our marriage. The moment we're recognized in the eyes of God, I want you out of the picture. You got that?
Hey Luz, how are you? Sorry to bother you at this time of night. Mary, it's good to hear from you. I was just about to message you about something I'm worried about. You wouldn't happen to know anything about Rebecca, do you? There's really something I'm worried about. I've tried ringing her and she hasn't been picking up. Actually, that's exactly why I'm messaging you right now. I don't think she has access to any forms of communication with the outside. She's stuck in that house. What do you mean? It's Alex. He's basically treating her as his prisoner. He's doing what? Yeah, he's doing whatever he can to make sure the wedding happens. It seems Rebecca has been showing signs that she's not too eager to make this commitment to him. This is insane! What's happened to that man? Up until now, he's been so polite and reasonable with me. Now he's putting me down and telling me to stay out of their marriage. He's got some strange hatred for single-parent families. It's really bizarre. It seems Alex is not the man that we thought he was. He must have changed ever since he started dating Rebecca. To think that Rebecca was actually kidnapped! Mary, we can't let this slide by. We have to do something. This definitely warrants contacting the authorities. In fact, I might hang up to call them right now.
Wait, hold on, Lucy. Just don't do that yet.
Why not?
There's something that Rebecca wanted me to tell you. Do you have some time for me to meet you?
Of course I do, but we better make this quick. I don't want my daughter suffering any more than she has to.
Don't worry, Luce. I'm heading there straight away.
Good morning, Alex. Today is the big day. I hope you managed to prepare yourself for the commitment you'll be making. I'm just contacting you to let you know that I've arrived at the reception, except there's something I'm very worried about. Ever since yesterday, I haven't been able to get in contact with Rebecca. It's preying on my mind. You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you?
Wait, what the hell? Firstly, why are you contacting me? Secondly, why are you at the wedding?
I don't understand.
Didn't you get the picture yesterday? You're not part of this family anymore. Rebecca's ties to you are now severed.
Excuse me? Did you not say that it was after the wedding? She still shares my last name. Besides that, she's still my daughter. I have every right to be here. In fact, it's my duty to be here. Regardless of what you think about single parents, I'm still her mother.
Keep talking, old lady. You aren't her mother for long. In fact, you aren't even her mother today. She has a new family that's replacing you.
What are you talking about? Enough with this stupid attitude of yours.
It seems you really can't understand. The idea of marrying someone who's only got one parent is revolting to me. Even if Rebecca is a decent girl. I found a great replacement family. Your role as a mother is now finished. Go home and rethink your life. You'll need a hobby now that you're all alone.
What are you talking about? A replacement family?
Haven't you heard? They now have services where someone can pretend to be anything you want them to be. People are hired to be someone's partner or maybe a sibling. In this case, I got a whole family to cover up for your mistake. It costs me quite a lot of money, so you should be thanking me that I didn't get you to pay for half of it.
You did what? I don't know who you hired, but that's not her real family. They have no right to be there.
You don't get to decide that anymore. Just accept what's going on and leave. Trust me, there is nothing you can do to stop this. You may as well face the facts and readjust yourself as soon as possible.
No, Alex. This is preposterous. I am not going to accept something this stupid. By the way, you still haven't answered me. Where is my daughter? I can't contact her.
There's a reason you can't contact her. Check your inbox with her in about 2 seconds, and you'll know why.
I got a message from her. Hold on. This isn't right. Why would she tell me to leave?
God, you are slow. Do you really think that's her?
Wait a minute. I see what's going on. You actually took her phone, didn't you?
Wow, you must be Sherlock Holmes or something. How did you guess that one?
Ha ha ha. Why do you have her phone? Do you realize people are worried about her?
I had no choice. She was becoming a bigger headache by the second. As the wedding was approaching, we had numerous amounts of fights. These weren't over why I didn't shut the toilet seat or something stupid like that. They were very heated arguments and emotional fights. The days went by and we gradually stopped talking to each other. Every hour of the day was silent. Until she came out of nowhere saying that she doesn't want to do this wedding. She's not ready for this commitment with me.
After what I've seen of you lately, I can't blame her. That's the right decision for her. You're a nasty, judgmental man.
Oh, shut your mouth. You don't get to insult me. You're just some lowly single parent. The nerve of you to call me something like that. You should be thanking me for raising her to a higher status.
In what world would I be thanking you for ripping my daughter away from me?
This is what every miserable girl dreams of doing. Finding a man that can take her away from the dullness of her life. I'm doing her a favor and some part of you must know it.
Even if, objectively, this is the best thing for her, she is still saying no. You can't force her to marry you if she doesn't want to.
Okay then, suppose she doesn't marry me. How does that make me look? My reputation is now tarnished because some lowly girl decided to reject me. I'd rather marry the disrespectful cow than have her change the way people view me.
Are you actually that petty? Do you think people care about you that much? I think you need to get over yourself. You aren't the most important thing in the world.
I am getting tired of talking to you. Will you just leave this wedding already? You aren't welcome here.
You know what? I've had enough too. I'll be going now. In fact, I'll be going and I'll be taking someone else with me.
What do you mean taking someone else? You're the only one I don't want at this wedding. Everyone else can stay.
No, there's someone else coming with me. Very soon you're going to find out who it is. Mary, now is the time. Get out of here now. Is everything prepared?
You're all finished now? Good to hear. Come straight outside and there should be a red car waiting for you. Get inside.
Will do. Is Rebecca with you?
Safe and sound. Nothing to worry about.
Right. I'll see you soon.
Hey, what the hell is going on here? Where's Rebecca? She is nowhere to be seen.
I was wondering how long it would take for you to contact me. Looks like everything is going according to plan.
What plan? Tell me what's going on. Is this some stupid MTV prank? I am not laughing. Get everyone back here right now.
Oh, so I see that everyone's left the ceremony as well. That's good to hear.
Explain this already. You don't know what I'm capable of if I get any more angrier than this.
Calm down, Napoleon. Use your head a little bit. You should be able to put the pieces together.
Just before, you said you were leaving with 2 people, didn't you? Who was that second person?
That was my daughter.
There's no way she could have left the room. I had it guarded.
Just who do you think put the guard there in the first place?
I was the one that chose it. It was this girl, Mary.
Looks like you don't know Rebecca at all. Can you tell me who Rebecca's best friend is?
Could it be anyone else apart from me?
Oh, you honestly think you're the center of the world. Grow up already. Mary is Rebecca's best friend. They've known each other ever since they were in elementary school. The fact that you don't know something as basic as that is really embarrassing. Just what do you know about my daughter anyway?
You stupid old cow. There's nothing remotely interesting about your daughter for me to want to get to know her. Wait till my family hears about this.
Don't worry, they know everything that's happened. They're all in full agreement for Rebecca leaving you.
Like hell they are.
Who do you think helped me suspend the wedding in the first place? If I didn't get their agreement, everyone would still be sticking around there.
They were the ones that suspended it? Why would they do that?
You're an embarrassment to them. Kidnapping a girl against her own will? It's despicable.
Those backstabbers, how could they side with you over their own son? Fine, screw you all. I've had enough of you people anyway. At least I don't have to marry your insolent daughter. On top of that, you guys can pay for all the damages from this wedding.
Us pay? Where is that notion coming from?
I am not letting this slide. I paid a lot of money for this wedding. I don't care if you're broke, single mother, you're the reason why this wedding isn't happening. You can pay back every single penny I used and more. I'll have you crawling on the streets looking for money.
Rebecca really did dodge a bullet by not marrying you. Bark all you want, but you won't be getting a cent from me.
This is all some big joke, right? I must be in some sort of bad dream because this can't be real.
What are you talking about, Alex?
Are you actually the CEO of the company I'm working for? Aw, tell me this is some sort of lie.
You've got that right. I'm your new boss.
How and why is this happening? How could you be my new boss?
It's quite a long story, so listen well. It was actually my former husband who was the one that was meant to be the new CEO. He has a long record of achievements and was quickly elected to be the next CEO. Unfortunately, he's been battling an illness for quite some time now. In his current condition, it wouldn't be appropriate for him to be the CEO.
I understand that much, but why would that make you the CEO instead of someone else?
There was another potential candidate that were considered for the role. They were some good people, too. Great potential to do things for this company. Unfortunately for them, though, I also had a line of great successors for this company. My track record made me the unequivocal best candidate for this role.
This is too insane to believe. I thought you were just some broken down woman that couldn't hold onto her marriage. I didn't even know that you had a job, let alone in the same consulting company as mine.
There's a lot that you have underestimated about me. Not just the fact that I am a woman that focused on her career. For starters, I had a happy marriage with my husband. We barely had any disputes with each other. In fact, we were so alike that we predicted it would cause problems for our marriage later along the line.
What are you talking about? If you didn't have any problems, why would you get a divorce in the first place?
It's the way we lived our lives. For better or worse, my former husband is a workaholic. I am also a workaholic. We decided that it would be best for both of us if we separated paths and focused on our work individually. That way, we couldn't each get in each other's way.
That sounds like a really inefficient family structure. Why would you separate if you had a daughter to raise?
Despite being divorced, my husband did do his duty in raising our daughter. Our main goal is building financial prosperity. Our daughter understood that and still got the attention she needed. There's never been a complaint from her side. We go on a family vacation about 5 times a year. You'd be surprised how stable this family structure is.
Honestly, this all sounds really stupid to me. I still can't believe that you're the CEO.
Thank you for reminding me. As the CEO, I have something to address. I know you've been tampering with the company's expenses.
Wait, what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's no point in lying, Alex. I have a very detailed investigation into what you've been doing in this company. This isn't the type of conversation to be having over a messaging application. You'll be having a chat with the manager when you come into work on Monday. Oh, by the way, here's some advice. I'd clean out the things in your desk before they come to talk to you.
Oh, dear God. Is this actually happening right now? Oh, please, think this over. Do I really deserve this type of treatment? Think about my situation. My family has just disowned me. I can't rely on them anymore. Rebecca is gone, so I can't rely on her for emotional support. I am left on my own right now, which is fine. As long as I had my job, I knew I could make it through. But now you're actually thinking of firing me? Think about what I have to deal with right now.
People get fired over time and they still make it through life. I'm sure you'll find a way.
No, you don't understand, do you? Think about all the money I paid for that wedding. I'm still paying it off. How am I meant to pay the wedding off and still continue supporting myself? I don't need this right now. Surely we can come to some sort of agreement. What do you need? I'm sure Rebecca is distraught that our marriage has come to this. I can be the man that she needs me to be. Just don't fire me, please. I am begging you.
You've already shown me the type of man you are, Alex. I have to say, I am very disappointed. When we first met, you talked about your job and your background, so I thought you were a level-headed person. I had no issues in giving Rebecca away to you, but it's come to this and you've really shown your true colors. You went from being the best option for Rebecca to being the worst. I would rather a homeless man marry her over you.
Oh, I don't believe this. I need a way to make this work.
There's no hope for you, Alex. As I said, get your desk cleaned before the manager comes to talk to you. I'd like to fill your seat as soon as possible. From that point on, things didn't work out for Alex. Out of desperation, he tried every means he could to either not get fired or get back with Rebecca. Unfortunately, everything was for naught. After hearing every stupid suggestion he threw at me, I grew tired of him and finally blocked him. The onslaught didn't stop there. From written letters to my office to him actually appearing at the company again, I couldn't seem to get away from Alex. I decided to consult my husband on ways we could get rid of him permanently. My husband quickly suggested that he could employ him himself. That was a bait that Alex would bite into very quickly. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be as promising as Alex would have expected. Under the employment of my husband's company, Alex would be sent to a foreign country to work in a factory. From there, he would be slaving underneath my husband's eye, paying off his loan little by little. As my husband calculated, Alex wouldn't be finished paying off his loan for at least 30 years, which is more than enough time for Rebecca to get over him and for me to focus on my new role as CEO. With Alex out of the picture, Rebecca finally had time to herself to find a new partner. Only this time, she's making it her first priority to fully understand the man that she is with before she decides to marry him. I'm confident she won't make the same mistake as she made with Alex. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button. See you in the next video.
Jenny, I just heard from Mom that you're coming back here. Are you really gonna?
Yeah, you mean for Dad's 3rd memorial, right?
Yeah, so are you really gonna come back today?
Yeah. Did you miss me so much that you can't wait till then?
No, in fact, I don't want to see you. That's why I'm texting you to check.
Why do you have to be so mean to me again? It's been a few years since I last saw you, and I'm your sister. I expected you to act a bit happier than that to see me.
Well, you know that it's never going to happen.
God, not this again. When are you going to grow up and stop hating me for no reason? Like I just told you, I'm the only sibling you've got. I seriously don't get why you still do this to me after all these years.
I just don't want to see you.
Fine, you go and be immature like you always have been. It's Dad's 3rd anniversary, so I'm going to be there like I am every year. I'll be going back home to pay my respects to Dad and see how Mom's doing. That'll be my sole purpose. I don't have to go back to see you, okay? Happy now?
I'd still rather have you not be around. Like, I don't want you to be present, breathing the same air as me.
Oh my God, now you're being unreasonable and ridiculous.
I'm not. Shut up.
Okay, Lisa. Then say if I really decide not to go, are you going to take care of everyone and everything then?
What do you mean? Who's everyone and what's everything?
You know, for Dad's memorial. All of our relatives are going to be there, including our nieces and nephews and everyone. Aunts, uncles, cousins, Dad's ex-coworkers, and whoever else. Are you going to help Mom organize everything? From where to pick them up and what time and the food and the drinks, the entire schedule for the day. The pastor and how much and when to pay him?
Well, okay, easy there. I mean, can't she do that on her own?
No. And that's precisely why I'm helping her out. How can you even let her handle all of that on her own? She's not an event organizer or anything, you know? And more to the point, this is our dad who we're talking about.
Right, and so what?
So we need to stick together as a family in times of need. And this is exactly when we need to do that.
Okay then.
What's wrong with you? You might not think it, but we are family, you know.
Well, I don't want to help out. I have better things to do. You can do if you want.
If I want? You are the one telling me to not help with this.
Whatever. You can handle it, okay?
Right then. So you do need me to be there.
Whatever. For Pete's sake, Lisa. Anyway, I'll be there in about 30 minutes, okay? I'll text Mom too, but remind her too, just in case, please. Fine! Oh my god, you're still here? When are you going to leave? Dad's memorial is over. Go home already. Why do you still need to be here? I swear you're in the room next door to me. Why the heck are you texting me? Just come and talk to me in person. I'm right here and I'm not going anywhere. Just answer me. When are you going to turn around and go back home? Once dinner is over. Happy now? Okay, then I'm going out. What? And where do you think you're going? Who do you think is going to give us a hand over here and clean up after the snacks? We still haven't even started preparing for dinner yet. Come and help us lay everything out. Too late. I already left the house. What? You were in the dining room just a minute ago. Where are you off to? Out. Yeah, but where? Now it's your turn to answer my question, Lisa. Lisa, are you going to hang out with your friends? Are you just going to loiter around and do nothing all day? That's none of your business. Jeez. Why don't you just go and get a part-time job or something? Or even one of those one-off gigs where they pay you at the end of the day. You've got to make better use of your time, you know. Mom's been complaining about how you don't do anything all day and night. You just bum around every single damn day. Lisa, are you listening to me? Jeez. Lisa, you took that $200 that I put in the cutlery drawer, didn't you? I know it was you, Lisa. Give it back. It's mine. Huh? What are you going on about? Are you crazy? I said, give it back. I don't know what you're talking about. You damn well do, Lisa. Stop lying to me. For Pete's sake, Lisa. Stop being mad at me when I haven't done anything. Stop stressing yourself out, Jenny. Calm down. I specifically put $400 in that envelope and put it inside that cutlery drawer in the kitchen. That's meant to pay for the extra food and drinks and everything else that we need to pay for. And it's gone now. And you think it was me? Well, do you think that it magically somehow disappeared? Is that what you think of your little sister? A thief? You and Mom were the only two people who were there when I put the money in that envelope. So between the two of you, of course it has to be you. Mom and I were in the kitchen all day preparing everything. You must have taken it when we left the kitchen for a while. Just admit that you took it, Lisa. Fine, you got me. See? I knew it. So, where is it? I don't know. You don't know? What the heck do you mean you don't know? Mom paid for everything up front and I told her I'd pay her back. That was what the money was for. I need to give it to her, so come back from wherever you are and give that money back to me, Lisa. Oh, come on. If you were going to give it to Mom, then what's wrong if I use it? We live in the same house. She would have used it on me anyway. That is not the point. That's my money. That was supposed to be for Mom. It's not yours. Well, it's too late now. Give it back. Have you spent the money already? Lisa, answer me. Whoops. Are you kidding me? You stole my money and you've spent all of it already? Yeah, well, there's a lot of things I want to buy, okay? Anyway, I know that you earn $1,500 every month, and I know that money isn't legal. What? What the heck are you talking about, Lisa? Stop changing the subject. I know that you send Mom $1,500 every month for her allowance, and I'd like to say that that's real nice of you, Jenny. Except that I know that you work in a factory, and you earn pennies there. So, if you put two and two together, it makes sense. And what is that supposed to mean? Well, how can a factory worker like you earn enough to send Mom that amount of money every month? Right? It's gotta be coming from some illegal activity or something. I know you've been sending money to Mom for years, and I know for a fact that 9 years ago, you used to send half that amount. $700 every month, right? But then in the past year, you've been sending her double that amount. $1,500 every month.
How is that possible for someone like you? Illegal money. That's the answer I came up with. Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
Listen, so what if you're missing a mere $200, right? If you're capable of sending Mom $1,500 every month, then that should mean nothing to you.
What the heck are you rambling on about, Lisa? You have no idea what you're talking about.
That's what they all say when they're in denial, isn't it?
First of all, I don't work in a factory, so I have no idea where you got that idea from.
Oh, well then, you've got to be working elsewhere where they pay you pebbles. What kind of side job do you have? Man, it must be something really illegal and risky.
What makes you think I'm doing something illegal? Is it so hard to believe that I'm actually a capable and competent worker? I actually do my work and do it pretty well, thank you very much. That's probably more than what you can say about yourself. Look at you, you don't even have a job.
What makes me think all this? Well, look at you. You can say all you want about me, Jenny, but at the end of the day, all you have is a GED, and that's it. You didn't go to college like me or anything. So, what kind of opportunities in life is that going to give you? Not much.
Oh, that's damn rich coming from you, Lisa. And if you didn't know, I had to go to whichever high school was the closest to home at the time, and I had no other choice. Mom didn't have the time to drop me off and pick me up from school, so I had to go somewhere I could walk by myself. That school that I went to was the best option, and it just happened to be a state school. That wasn't my fault. And as for college, I was meant to go to the University of Houston. I bet you didn't know that. But Dad went ahead and declined my acceptance offer without me knowing. That wasn't my fault either.
Sure, you're just full of excuses. Don't worry, I see right through you, sis. I've decided that you're a criminal.
A criminal?
All of these excuses you're making up and how you're so keen to deny everything, that makes you sound even more guilty of being a criminal.
Wow, so you really think that I'm a criminal? That I do illegal things to send money to Mom?
Yep, which gives me more of a reason to not give you back the money that was in the envelope. In fact, I'm doing you a favor by spending it so there's no evidence of it left.
What the heck is your problem, Lisa? Why the heck can't you be on my side or try to understand me for once in your life? What the heck did I ever do to you?
My problem? My problem is that I'm just telling you the truth about who you are straight to your face, 'cause no one else will. Seriously, I hate having you as my sister. I hate calling you that. It's been years since you left the house. Can't you just leave for good and never show up here? Just leave me and Mom alone.
Fine. Then I won't ever show myself to you anymore. I'll stop sending that money as well then, and then let's see if you regret everything you just said to me.
Why in the world would I regret that? Dad left us enough money in his will anyway. We don't need you or your money at all. You just send that money to Mom because you want to act like the better daughter, but you're the only one who thinks that. Okay, and you're wrong.
Dad's will. Right. Okay, well, don't make me say I told you so. 'Cause you will, Lisa. You really will.
Whatever, Jenny. I know I won't. Jenny, pick up the phone. Answer me. What is going on? Why is there nothing in my bank account? Where did my money go? Did you sap it all from my account? You spent all of it, didn't you? How the heck did you find out what my PIN code was? You thief! Thief! Give my money back!
Me? Why would I need to spend your money when I've got plenty in my bank account, huh?
'Cause you have a grudge against me and wanted to get me back for taking the $200 that I took 2 months ago. Just give it back.
That's my line. All of that money in your bank account was there because of me. I was the one who's been sending you all of that money.
What? That's just dumb. What the heck are you talking about?
Yeah, see, you had no idea, did you?
That's Dad's money that he left for me. It's in his will. I have every right to use that money however way I want to.
No. The money that Dad left you guys is gone now. His money that he left that we were supposed to inherit is all gone.
You don't know what you're talking about. How is that even possible?
According to Mom, you were the one who depleted all of it.
What? No!
Have you managed to satisfy your materialistic cravings now, What did you spend it on? Designer bags and clothes, holidays, drinking, partying?
What the? But I had loads of money left.
Yeah, you had loads of it, and now you've used it all up.
No, I never.
Yes, you did. And Mom was so stressed when she found out, Last year, she came to me and we talked about what to do with you.
With me?
Yeah, because she told me that you'd spent all the money and she didn't have any left. But she still felt responsible to provide for you, so she wanted to keep acting like everything was fine. But in reality, she had no idea what to do with no money in the account, and that's when I told her that I'll send her more money. Remember how I've been sending her money for almost a decade? I used to send her $700, and since last year I increased that amount to $1,500 every month. Well, that was for her so that she could provide for you, Lisa. We agreed not to tell you about it because Mom didn't want you to worry about money.
What? No way!
And at Dad's memorial a few months ago, she told me how she's giving away most of the money to you. How out of the $1,500 that I've been sending her, $1,200 was going into your bank account.
What? No way. No, that's not true.
Ask her then.
Why would she do that?
Because as much as she wants you to get a job and be more independent, she cares for you, Lisa. And you had no idea. You've been taking advantage of her generosity all this time.
So what? You've been sending $1,500 to Mom, then $1,200 was sent to me? All this time?
Yes, exactly. But since you agreed with me the other day when I said I'd stop sending Mom the money, I really did stop. That's why there's nothing in your bank account, Lisa.
No. I'm going to ask Mom about this.
Go on. I'll be here, waiting.
Jenny! Where the hell is she?
Who?
Mom, where is she? She's gone. None of her things are here either. What's going on? Jenny, what are you keeping from me?
Well, you can stop panicking now. She's here with me.
She is? Why the hell is she over there with you?
She doesn't want to live with you anymore, Lisa. Trust me. I feel bad that you had to find out this way, but she's just so sick of you.
What the hell are you talking about? Why?
Well, do I even have to spell it out? Can't you tell? Look at you! You have no job, you don't pay the rent, you're so selfish and self-consumed in your own little world. Even when Mom's sick, you don't care or take care of her. You just go about your way like it's nothing. She told me how she had a fever a few weeks ago and where you were while she was sick in bed. Out clubbing!
No, but that was because she said I should go out and have fun.
She's your mother! She's done everything for you, and this is what she gets? Can you see why anyone, not just Mom, but anyone, would hate being with you?
No, but I did take care of her.
Oh, sure. Give her a glass of water. Sure, that cured her.
Oh, come on. It wasn't like that.
Oh, I heard it was exactly like that. Just a glass of water, and that was it. You are a crappy daughter, Lisa. You're a horrible person, too. You know how you said you didn't want me as a sister? Well, ditto to that. I hate calling you my little sister, too. I wish I never had a sister like you.
Oh my God, that is so mean.
I'm the one who's mean? Wake up, Lisa. You seriously need to get over yourself. I can't believe how much Mom has had to endure all this time. She should have come to me for help months ago. If only I knew how badly you were treating her, I would have taken care of this a long time ago, too.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that you need to stay out of our lives now. No more relying on Mom or me for money. I don't care. You're on your own.
Shut up, Jenny. Stop making me sound like I'm the bad guy here.
Well, of course you are. Who else is the bad guy here? Mom? Me? You're just a spoiled little brat who leeches on your mom and sister to get by. You can't do anything on your own. How old are you again? How long has it been since you got your degree?
What's that got to do with anything?
Because you still haven't managed to hold down a job ever since. You're broke, and you rely on our money instead. And we've had enough of that. You don't even bother finding a job or anything to help out. You know what that makes you? A spoiled little brat.
What the heck? Why are you being so rude and mouthy to me like this? I don't deserve this.
Oh, yes, you do. You deserve all the reasons for us to cut you off.
Cut me off?
Yes, Lisa. I am going to take care of Mom going forward. I'm going to sell that house you live in too, so you need to pack your bags and move out. Stat.
No! Hell no! This is my house, Jenny. You can't do that. Oh my God, get Mom on the phone. I need to speak to her.
Did you forget what we talked about with Dad over how we were going to split his assets? His inheritance and everything?
No, what do you mean?
You and Mom were going to get all his assets and cash, and I was going to inherit the house. We all agreed, remember?
No. I remember the cash part, but not the part about you getting the house. Why you?
Because I'm the only one in the family who knows how to pay homeowner tax and property tax, etc.
No? What? Taxes?
Yeah, why do you sound so surprised? Guess I'm not as dumb as you thought I was, huh? You wouldn't be able to handle any of this if you were me. You're unemployed to begin with, meaning that you have no income that you can prove and present to the authorities, and you couldn't even handle all the paperwork and procedures, knowing how impatient and incompetent you are.
Fine. Whatever. That's just technical stuff, so what now then? What does all of this mean?
It means that, first of all, you're going to have to move out and find your own place. Then you have to find a job to provide for yourself for once in your life.
No, I'm not going to look for a job. Why the heck should I do that?
Because you need money to put food on the table, don't you? Why else do you think?
Then introduce me to that underground shady job you had. You know, the one where you earn $1,500 a month. I'll do whatever you did and just get money like that.
Are you still going on about that? What is wrong with you? I told you that I don't do the kind of illegal things you think I do, okay?
How the hell do you manage to earn that much?
Oh my God, listen! I earn more than that, okay? If you must know, I earn almost 4 times as much as that amount.
4 times as much?
Yes, and that's because I'm the managing director of the company I work at.
Bogus!
Believe what you want, but it's true.
No way, you can't be that successful.
Listen, I worked really hard to get to where I am today, okay? I don't expect a spoiled brat like you to understand, but I did, and I'm not about to let anyone, not even you, belittle me. I got to where I am with all of my hard work, and I deserve it.
No, I don't believe you.
Jealous now, huh?
I'm not jealous.
Well, believe what you want, Lisa. I'm done here. I don't have anything more to explain to you. And I don't need to prove myself to you either. Go on, live your life, and leave me and Mom alone, okay?
No, wait. Am I supposed to pack now? Just like that and leave? Where am I meant to move to? How do I look for an apartment? Can I live at your place until I find my own place? Jenny? Jenny?
When my dad was alive and well, he really spoiled my sister. The way she has turned out now just goes to show exactly how too much love isn't always good. They say love has no boundaries, but as a parent, I definitely think it's better to set your boundaries to some extent, so they don't grow up spoiled like her. I may have been a bit harsh on my sister, but I like to think of it as tough love. It's about time she learned a lesson on how to become an independent 22-year-old. So, as harsh as it was of me to kick her out of the house that she lived in all her life, I believe it was for the better. And I'm still waiting for the day that she'll text me to tell me that she's finally found a job, along with her own apartment. It might take a while, but patience is a virtue, and I've got all the time in the world to wait for my little sister to grow up. My mom is in good hands now, and we're loving being housemates. I feel better about this arrangement, and now I can focus on my work too. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it and see you in the next one.
Hey, Olivia.
Hey, honey.
Do we still have almond milk in the fridge? I'm at the grocery store right now. I have the usual necessities in the cart already, but I can't remember if we have any almond milk.
We do, but since we're low, I think you should get another gallon.
Alright, thanks. I'll get some then.
Will?
Yeah?
There's something I want to talk to you about when you get home. It's important.
I think I know what this is about. You're trying to file a divorce with me, aren't you? How many times is this? Your third?
This time it's real. I know he's the one. I feel a strong connection with him whenever I think about him. It's like the universe is sending a message that we belong together.
Alright, tell me, who is it this time? Who did you fall in love with so fast that you want to divorce me? Who is this majestic man that the universe sent you?
It's your cousin?
What? Who? Which one? Lucas?
No, not Lucas. He's 10 years older than me. It's Oliver.
What? Oliver? Olivia, he is 13. He's in middle school. You can't date him, that's illegal.
What?
I know he's tall, so you might have thought he was 18, but he just became a teenager recently. You should know this. Remember the family barbecue? I thought you met him. Didn't he say that he was 13?
I don't know. I don't remember. All I know is the moment I saw him, I knew he was the one. He's so cute. Even our names sound familiar. Oliver and Olivia.
Oh, stop it. Even if you are joking, it is not funny. You're 26 and he's 13. I am not letting you anywhere near him.
Oh, come on. Don't ruin this moment. Why can't you be a cupid for us?
Oh my god, you're disgusting if you're being serious. Olivia, you can't date him. He's a minor and you're an adult. If you don't want to go to jail, you need to back off.
Fine. Maybe in 5 years, though? But I'll give up for now.
Jeez, you need to give up not only on my cousin, but trying to find a new husband. You have me. What is the problem?
I'm just tired of you, okay? You're boring. I need a man who can satisfy my needs, but you're barely doing anything. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm going to get back on the hunt for the right man for me. Will, it's time for our divorce. This time, it's really happening. I finally found the one. I've never felt connected to anyone so much in my entire life.
That's nice, despite the fact that I've heard you say the same thing multiple times about different people.
You don't get it, Will. This time, it's so legit that I even got the divorce papers with my signatures on it. I left it on the kitchen counter ready for you to sign them. You're going to take them to the public office after you sign them, okay? I don't have much patience in me to wait, so you better do it as soon as you come home today. Oh, and don't bother about claiming compensation because I don't need any of our properties. You can keep everything. That's fair, right? Okay, cool.
Oh dear, here we go again. I shouldn't even be surprised at this point now. Let me at least ask who it is that you're divorcing me for.
It's James. He's so handsome, and he's gorgeous green eyes. He's a real catch.
You mean James Miller? My best friend?
I swear, everyone you know is handsome and good-looking. You should become a Cupid since you know so many nice men. It could turn into a real business.
That is not funny. You know he has a fiancée, right? The two are high school sweethearts. You're not gonna ruin their marriage, okay? You can't date James.
What, are you jealous? You don't want your best friend to date me, do you? You're just making up that he's engaged. How cute.
Yeah, right. I am not lying, Olivia. He's engaged. And just so we're clear, the only reason why I would stop you from dating my best friend is because you're a psycho cheater.
Excuse me? I am not a cheater. I'm just trying to find the love of my life. I know he's out there somewhere.
What's the point of marrying me if you're not satisfied?
Well, I had to marry you in order to find out, okay?
That is not how marriage works, Olivia. Why can't you be committed to just one person?
How dare you try to give me a lecture on commitment? Do you know who you're talking to? You owe me. Don't you forget that. I'm going to marry James. Nobody's going to stop me.
Well, too bad because you can't. He's getting married soon.
You know what? It doesn't matter. James may not realize this now, but soon he'll find out that I'm the one for him. Actually, he already proposed to me. I was trying to hide it from you, but you seem to not take me seriously, so I'm just gonna spill it. If you're talking about him having a fiancée, that's me. I'm his fiancée.
What? What kind of daydreams are you having lately? I think you need a reality check.
You can't stop us from loving each other, okay? Now, I'm going to see my wonderful, soon-to-be husband. I'm finally free from you. Goodbye, Will.
Hey, James, where are you right now? I'm at my fiancé's parents' house in Florida. We're staying over there for the entire weekend. It is so nice out here. So much different than the cold, rainy weather in Seattle. Oh, good. You're not home. What? Is something going on? My wife, my crazy wife, just left to see you. She's on her way to your apartment. What? I told her that I'm engaged. I made it clear that I wasn't interested in her. I guess she didn't get the message. Did you maybe say something that might have given her the wrong impression by any chance? Well, yesterday we bumped into each other at the store. She asked me if I'd propose already, and I said yes because I thought she was talking about my fiancé. That's it. What? Olivia probably thought that you were talking about her. She misinterpreted what you told her. Oh man, I'm sorry about that, bro. I didn't mean to. I should have made it more clear so she understood. No, don't apologize. None of this is your fault. She does this all the time. She twists words and interprets them in a way that will sound good to her. Even if you had told her that you were engaged to your girlfriend, she probably ignored it entirely since she didn't want it to be true. She is in denial. I feel for you, bro. It must be hard to be with someone like that. I bet you can't even have a proper conversation. No offense. None taken. You're absolutely right. We need to do something about her. Look, I don't want to drag you into this, but I want you to tell your fiancé about this, and just be cautious, okay? You should be fine as long as you're in Florida, but once you come back, she might start stalking you. I'll try to handle the situation as much as I can before you come back, but just be safe. Okay, I'll do that. But don't worry about us too much. I'm worried about you, bro. You're the one who's married to her. Isn't this like her third time trying to pull something like this off? Yeah. First, it was our neighbor. Then, it was my 13-year-old cousin. And then it was you. Hey, what about you? You forgot to include yourself. What? You're part of the victim. She saw you as the one, and her loaded daddy, who's the CEO, used his power to make you agree to marry her. He donated a bunch of money to your dad's company, right? So you couldn't say no for an answer. You had to end your relationship at the time because of Olivia. Yeah, I guess you're right. And look at her now. She's wanting to divorce you already, after not even 2 years in the marriage. She's already looking into multiple men while still being married to you. She needs to learn that the world doesn't revolve around her. We can't let her get away with this. We need to protect our fellow men from her. I agree. I think it's about time, actually. I have been waiting to divorce her all this time, but couldn't because of the thing with her dad and mine. But things are gonna change now. Well, that's great. Yeah, I've been enduring this all this time, but I'm gonna stand up for myself now. I'm rooting for you, man. You've got this. If you need any support, you know who to call. I've got your back. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. And tell your fiancé I said hi. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Florida. Oh, will do.
Will, you are not going to believe what happened. James was being dishonest with me. He's a liar, a cheater, a player. He got married to another woman even though he proposed to me. Can you believe it? I've never felt so humiliated in my entire life.
Olivia, don't you remember? I told you he had a fiancé whom he's been dating since high school. You were never engaged to him.
What? No, that can't be true. He proposed to me. I remember it clearly. We bumped into each other at the store the other day and he proposed to me in the store.
Yeah, he told me. You asked if he had proposed yet, and he answered yes. He was talking about his fiancée, not you, Olivia. He even told you that he wasn't interested in you, but you just completely ignored that because you're delusional. You do this all the time. You nitpick what you want to hear and ignore anything that's against what you want.
No, I don't. You don't understand. Well, James broke my heart. He was the one for me and I was the one for him, and we were destined to be together, but he ruined everything.
Olivia, it is over. You need to stop making the same mistakes over and over again. You're hurting the people I care about.
He was my true love. Now I have no one. What am I going to do?
You should be worrying about your father, not about your love life.
What? Daddy? What are you talking about?
Haven't you seen the news? Your father has been arrested for embezzlement.
What? No way! Will, I just saw the news. I don't know what to say. I can't believe Daddy's in jail.
It's all over the media, isn't it? I'm surprised the paparazzi haven't shown up at the door yet. I'm sure they'd want to capture a scoop of you too, being the daughter of Ben Rhodes. You should be careful and think about how you act around outside. The last thing that you'd want is another report, this time written about how crazy you are as a socialite.
Will, there's something important I need to tell you. I can't believe it took me so long to realize that my true love was right in front of me all these years. You're the one, Will. You're my true love, the love of my life. I love you, Will. I don't love anyone else but you.
What? Are you kidding me? After all that you have put me through, you're telling me this?
I'm sorry it took me this long, okay? I just had to figure everything out for myself, for my life and my future, but now I know that you're the one for me. We belong to each other. I'm going home now. Our home. After I arrive, I'm going to show you how much you mean to me. Oh, and can you throw away the divorce papers? It seems like we don't need it anymore.
You can't be serious. It is too late, Olivia. I've turned in our divorce papers to the public office already.
What?
Do you know how many times you've repeated the same thing of cheating and coming back only to cheat again? I have had enough already. You've involved not only my best friend, but even my family, who's a minor, in this mess. You can't just change your mind about who you want to be with when you're already married. Marriage is about loyalty and commitment.
You know you can't leave me. Especially during this time when everything is going down with Daddy. Do you know how much money Daddy has donated to your father's small company? He helped you guys from getting bankrupt. You owe us.
Well, my father isn't the head of the company anymore.
What?
He gave up his position to someone else, so the company isn't ours.
That doesn't make any difference. You know that company's able to exist only because Daddy's been sending a bunch of donations every month.
Actually, the company's been independent from your father's for 3 months now. My father denied his donations after signing a contract with another company. It's a bigger company than your father, so he couldn't win over my father. That's why I'm taking this as an opportunity to end things with you two. We're over.
I can't believe this is happening all this time. Why didn't you tell me something this important?
I tried, but you were too busy finding your true love. What's your issue? You're finally getting a divorce from your husband that you were so tired of. You told me that I was boring. Now you're free to find a new boyfriend. Anyways, I've turned in the papers already. Our divorce has been settled.
This isn't fair. What am I going to do without you?
Oh, you're on your own now. By the way, your mother has returned to her parents' home. It's good that she fled quickly before the paparazzi arrived. Because now, their neighborhood is filled with reporters and journalists. I wouldn't recommend going there if I were you.
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
Also, don't even try to come to our home since I won't be there. I moved out of our apartment as soon as I filed the divorce papers.
What? Where am I supposed to go then?
The apartment is yours. You can stay there. But I think you should check the news first. It looks like there are paparazzi there too.
Oh my god, why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything wrong. This isn't fair. I want my life back.
You're overreacting. You still have your inheritance from your father, don't you? If you don't want to deal with the paparazzi, you can hide yourself in a hotel room or something. Look, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. You and I are over.
How could you be so cold toward me after everything we've been through together? You're the love of my life, Will. I love you. I know I may not have been perfect, but I'm going to change. I just wanted to make friends. That's all. I'm still learning as a person.
I do not trust you. You've destroyed my trust so many times that I don't care what type of excuse you have. I know you won't change because we've had the same conversation multiple times. Olivia, I am tired of this. I don't want to be part of this mess that you always create. I am too old for this type of drama. I can't be with someone who can't be loyal or show any commitment.
I'm sorry, okay? I don't know why you're so angry with me when I haven't even cheated on you. I was approaching guys, that's it.
You shouldn't even be approaching guys in the first place when you're married. Also, I know you were cheating on me, so don't even try to deny it.
Excuse me?
Andrew Smith? Ring any bells?
What? How do you know him?
His wife reached out to me. Yeah, that's right. He had a wife. You two were having an affair, weren't you? She also gave me a bunch of proof, including photos of you guys walking into a hotel room and even screenshots of text messages.
I'm sorry. It was only a couple of times and I've already broken up with him. It was in the past, okay? I was stupid and I screwed up. Please forgive me.
I don't want to hear anything. I can't trust anything you say. I don't need to hear your cheap, fake apology. Olivia, stop trying because it is pointless. I've contacted my lawyer, and from now on, everything is going through court. You'll be hearing from them shortly. You will also be hearing from Andrew's wife's lawyer, too.
What?
This is it. We're over. Goodbye, Olivia.
No, I'm sorry. Please, don't go.
According to the news, it was Olivia's mother who leaked the information that her husband was embezzling. The married couple have not been getting along for many years. It turns out that Olivia's father has been cheating on his wife with many women. In order to get revenge, she decided to expose him for his crimes. Soon, she told the news outlet about his cheating and mistreatment of women. Olivia begged her mother to let her move in with her, but was denied. Growing up, Olivia has always been a troubled child. She's been arrested many times as a teenager, acting rebellious towards her mother. After learning about why she and I got divorced, her mother decided that she had had enough. She figured that Olivia's already a grown woman and cut her off completely. Olivia had no choice but to live on her own. She had enough money to not worry about expenses for several months and lived in a hotel. But soon, she ran out of money after paying an enormous amount of compensation for the damages she created. Olivia tried to find men on dating apps and would date men only for their money. One day, an article was written about her past, revealing her troubles during her teenage years, and about how she destroyed our marriage. People started to recognize her in public, and no one wanted to date her. Her social reputation was ruined. I guess that's what you get for using and playing around with people's emotions. Justice has been served. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.